episode 17. Let's go. Ching ching, motherfuckers. Thank God, like, I don't do like everyday type of show, even though, like, you know, doing content, quote unquote, content creating, whatever the fuck that shit is. But just basically making videos, stupid shit. Damn, imagine just doing it every day, editing every day all the time. That's why you gotta give those people respect. You know, we be watching YouTube like it's just regular TV. You can tell YouTube probably gonna be like, yo, everybody who wants YouTube now, we're gonna close that shit and we're gonna start charging. If they could, that shit's like milk. If they do that shit, people still gonna have to do that and fucking pay. You know, but then again, it's like, yeah, probably because of this fucking ads that they be running, that shit would never happen. Which I complain about the ads, but I know that in the back of my head, I'm like, yo, listen, I used to watch. Remember when like MTV had like the longest commercials? That you could just know you can go to the bathroom, take a shit, come back, and you be like, damn, like this shit. I caught this shit right now on time and shit. Other commercials would be like, you know, sometimes like a minute or something, but yo, MTV, you could just be like, and then they will go to commercial frequently. Like, you know who took advantage of that shit? Comedy Central. They were putting mad ads on the Chappelle Show. Everything was broken up mad times. I was like, god damn. And then it would have like half an hour, I think, each episode, which it sucked. You know what I'm saying? Good thing for like DVDs and shit. But that's why, like, you know, YouTube is I can't complain. If, you know what I'm saying, they make their money through ads, so it is what it is. But their rules are kind of like corny, because I'm pretty sure that once they know that you start getting traction and shit, they put all the rules on you, and all the rules that they put that I'm getting away with right now, because I don't make no money out of this shit at all. And I guess like they could still post it, but those people are just so used to just making money out of it that they will just be like, I can't even say bad words now, because if I do, it's gonna be a strike, and then they might like not take money. I wouldn't even do that shit. Like if I'm making like a lot of people seeing my shit, and as much as you will be like, nah, they'll be like, yo, put your shit up so people could like donate or whatever. I will be like, do not send me money on YouTube. Them motherfuckers take a mafia cut out of that shit. Like, at least go ahead and put it on like what is it called, Cash App or some shit. And you know what's funny though, that I didn't even have that shit written, but the fact that they're gonna have to, and you know, you can tell Biden's fucking up so much that they just put Biden's name and they put the thing. But let's keep it real, it's just somebody had to vote for this shit. So, but yeah, I guess it is his administration. But they saying that he wants to put in people who have $600 or more in their bank accounts to have like IRS like auditing this shit. Like, I was like, god damn, that's private as fuck. I don't care if I don't like, I'm not fucking selling something and I'm, you know, get it, some people sending me money, but it's just like, jeez, like they crunching down on everything. And this is under him. Like, this is like, I did not hear that shit during his running campaign at all. So, you know, like people that be like, yo, you know, don't tell YouTube to pay me, but pay me through over here and you can make your money and shit. And then now you got to basically like be on some whole shit, like you got to claim it and fuck. Like, listen, I don't know about the IRS, so I think eventually, I don't know how the hell that comes about when you have to pay like the taxes at the end of the year. But shit, I mean, that's what for a lot of people be going to jail for when they make money. They be like, oh, I don't know, and they don't give a fuck. And it's crazy because even though it's like Biden and all that shit, that speech that he had about everybody paying their fair share, I can't not be like, oh yeah, fuck Biden. No, man. At the end of the day, when you see how many fucking companies get away with this shit, you be like, all right, hold up, nigga. No wonder. Like, no wonder. And I'm talking about the people that get away with it. It's not like a company that's like mom and pop, and you see like their brother like sweating and shit, and they crying in the back when when the bill's high. No, I'm talking about beast companies, beast ass companies. Like, but you do have to understand. Like, let's say a company like Apple, they hire a lot of motherfuckers. So you could tell like they probably bring America so much money that there's a wizard up there in their company that's like, nope, we gotta tell America like to give us a break. And we might be like, oh, fuck them motherfuckers. But just imagine if that was our company and somebody told us, you know, that little grift right there, like, yo, it's like, it'll be like the company's version of like, yo, you know, she can get Section 8, but like when them niggas come, tell your man to leave. It'll be one of those. Hell yeah, you're gonna take it. The fuck, you know what I'm saying? So if it was my company, of course I would have been like, oh shit, good looking out for that. And then I'll be like, yo, man, how much I bring for the United States and shit. People be buying a lot or whatever, and opening jobs for a lot of stores. You know, there's Apple stores and shit everywhere. But anyways, let's go to the fucking first topic. That fucking Met Gala with AOC in that dress. That's why I made the fucking cover to the podcast. That I saw it from on Twitter from Hotep, so I got the idea. I was like, you know what, let me do that shit too. But how ironic was that shit? She had a dress that said tax the rich, and you know she probably got that ticket for free, so you know what I'm saying. But she's doing that at a place where it's $35,000 a ticket, and I think you have to pay that shit. You know, this is some shit you read on the internet, and everybody else there is rich. That's like them saying like, yo, like, I don't even know what to compare it to. It's like you knowing there's a mole in your group and you're like cheering and you know it and you're shaking hands and shit. Like, it must be something like that. This is why like I give props to like the capitalism side of America, because like, all right, you know, everybody not fucking rich, but shit, when I am rich, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want fucking be taken by fucking taxes that is bullshit taxes, and now they want to bring climate change, so just because of that they want to fucking just tax more and more. We don't never really see where that shit goes, and we just have to fold. Then eventually they just keep going. If we let them go, they gonna keep going. And it's easy for us to be like, yeah, fuck them, tax them. Yeah, because damn, like at the same time, like, don't you want to be rich one day? You know, like that's the thought. You know, and it's not for everybody. Like, sometimes I feel like it's not even for me, because like sometimes I feel like, what happened to those good old days that you could just have a decent job enough to pay everything that you need? Not like you want a fucking Lamborghini, not like that, but that covers all bases. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody want to be a fucking job shark that just want to jumping up, nigga. Because we know that shit comes with bullshit, like, and with stresses, and not everybody's built for that shit. Because, you know, everybody want to be like, oh, we keep it real. Yeah, but when you don't keep it real at the job, you have to smile at that boss and laugh at all those jokes. Like, I know it sounds redundant, but it's true though. You know what I'm saying? It's like seeing when somebody's new in the job and you can tell they knew because they just acting like, you know, like they knew. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain difference that we could just tell. That's why, like, it's either all those people, they have to be in it. All those people that they all, oh my God, you look so glamorous. First of all, when, I don't know if it was like this with everybody, but when you was when I was a kid, I understood that shit was not like TV. Little by little, and that kind of taught me, because like when you see how like those people be in those shows and they be like, oh my God, you're so fabulous, you're so glamorous, and I was like, yo, I seen this shit a couple of times enough to know that these people probably don't like somebody's dress and they didn't have to say it, but it's all part of the show. It's all part of the show. And it's weird to think about it like that because not all the time. Sometimes people really have a nice job. Let's keep it real. But you could tell some people, they do their job so good that they'll fucking fool the fuck out of you. Like, that's why you always hear those stories, and some people be like, oh, you know, oh yeah, come on, yeah, right. No, but some people do have stories that it's like, yo, when you see this person in the background, it's not the same that when you see him on TV. And I get the person too, they have to work. But that's shit here and there that people get. They're like, wait a minute, you know, like, it's different when it comes to like Hollywood, media. Because like one of the first shit that I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you know what, I wasn't bugging. Is when you fucking see, like, with the internet now, you can fucking check every local TV news when they specifically speak about a subject, a topic, something, a current event. And when you see that they do the mashup and you see them all doing the same exact script, all you see is the difference is the different voice tones, because it's just different people all across the state, all across the United States. United Tasties. Nah, but United States. All around the United States, you see the footage of the newscast. And you like, yo, hold the fuck up. And it's something that you never would have thought about. Like, you know, like, of course, they would have to break down the news to everywhere. But to the point that it's like almost line by line. Not almost. It's fully line by line. That just makes you think. And then, you know, listen, when a lot of shit's going on with the news and like all this exposing of the news, there's word that they be having like a call they get from CIA on shit to just hit on and like bullet points at like 4 a.m. or whatever. You can tell right there. FBI. Nah, but it's true. That's what you hear, and you hear by people who were retired, like CIA and shit like that. And of course, we can easily be like, okay, why would they, you know, say that or whatever? But I think that there's a lot of people that work in CIA, or, you know what I'm saying, that, and enough that came out and wrote books and shit like that, you know, it's just not like before, like, oh, we gotta kill everybody. Unless you ain't involved in some crazy shit, because we do see deaths happen and they don't even fully explain the story right. I'm getting on a tangent because all that shit right there, that was probably how many minutes? And it all started from the AOC shit. But it's just the hypocrisy that you see, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. And people are getting it. You see people seeing, like, calling it out, you know what I'm saying? And one of the persons calling shit out is Nicki Minaj, which you see all the right people. They're like, oh my God, I don't know this lady, but I'm gonna hear all her music now. I was like, all right. And you know why I be saying that? Like, it's not to be like a Debbie Downer, but you could tell the conservatives, if she would have been the other way around, she would have said like, yo, whoever don't get the fucking vaccines, y'all fucking dumbasses. They would have easily went like this. Click. Oh, wait a minute. Nicki Minaj, his brothers, they're convicted of like rape or something like that. Allegedly, some shit like that. They have cases on. They would have went straight to that. You don't hear them mentioning that shit now. But, you know, I understand, because like this is a huge deal, and you know, the vaccine is the fucking topic everywhere. It's so big that people literally asking each other like on the reg. You know, and you know, some people would do it with confianza and shit, but you know, that's just people just asking you, yo, you took it already? That shit sounds crazy. I don't know, yo, it just sounds crazy. It's to the point that it's like, I don't even want to know, depending on who it is, I don't even know what to tell them. Like, I'd be like, yeah, I took it. Just to see. Like, if I see that you have like that you have at least a yellow belt, then I'd be like, alright, you know what, I ain't took it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but oof, nowadays you don't know who's who. It's so bad that everything that they said, like when you used to read about like communism stories in 1984, it wasn't appealing until shit starts getting more realer. When that shit sounded super far-fetched, I could tell that shit wasn't probably selling. Like, it was obviously famous, but you know what I'm saying? Not like now, or Behold the Pale Horse. Not like now, because we would have thought like, yeah, right. Now it's so bad that they really be like, yo, whoever y'all know that don't have the shot, and like family members too. It's like a $500 bounty, so the police can capture them. And you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna beat them up, but you get your money and we capture them, and then they have to force them, in extreme quarantine or to make them take the shot. You know how many people probably fucking do that shit? They sprinkle fucking crack or fucking what is it called? Heroin, and you see how people are wilding, fucking selling their mom's couches and shit. Is uncontrollable. That's the level 1 zombies. Because some people actually come out of it. What is the ultimate zombie version of that? Not the one that they show like on TV with the dead spots. Yeah, they dead inside, not outside. Their skin keep kicking. You know what I'm saying? But those are the real fucking zombies. If they had us like that already before, and I'm gonna say like that us. I'm gonna say us because once that shit hit the black and Hispanic community, that shit was oof. You know what I mean? And then when it starts getting to white people, a lot of white people, they do stand up. And unlike, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna generalize, fucking, but unlike us, man, like we will create a cheese meal out of anything. On our own family, friends, there's no loyalty. Once you come to America, it's like no loyalty. If you in DR, I guess it's like there's more loyalty. But when you come over here, it's like woof. This is like the MLB now. You know what I'm saying? Like I can switch different teams, not switching teams like as a family. Like I'm just using an example, but it's like the big leagues. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas help each other here. You know what I'm saying? But depending on what culture, you know what I'm saying? Depending by family. You know what I'm saying? And the achievement between families, that shit is real. I seen that shit close by and I was like, damn, I don't want shit to be like that. Because if they have us that divided through family, then shit, anything is possible. Just in China, that's why like when I was young, I didn't give a fuck about history, but now you're like, whoa. Because when you see in China that shit was so strong over there, that they have family members just snitching everybody out who didn't want to accept the new fucking government and type of shit like that, and their ideas and shit, like for ration, what's it called, rations, foods and shit like that, they will snitch everybody out. But that's because they were like, in deep fucking torture. When you go through history, you can see the extremes of human capabilities. Extreme human capabilities. It's not like fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson. Nah, but it's true. If those pictures are real, and this you could tell, like if I was on CNN, I would never. You can never say this. But if those pictures are real, and that shit wasn't fabricated to like fabricate history, like there's been doing a long time now. And those people in those camps in Germany was really like, those were devastating pictures. Like I remember seeing that shit young and I was like, whoa, like a human could look like that? It's just like worse than like people. And then, it's like basically when somebody's like, how do you call that shit when somebody just don't eat? I forgot the word. Anemic? No, I forgot. But that, I seen somebody walking by like that, and I was like, oh shit, that's real. And that's just like a skeleton with like tendons and shit. Nah, I don't want to make jokes on it. But when you see those pictures of the concentration camps and that shit, you be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So if those pictures is real, all the shit like that in history, we have to see that. If they be like, oh my god, that's so horrific, let's erase it. You be like, hey, hold your horses now. Because if the future won't keep seeing shit like that, then they won't have nothing to base on. And I know it sounds corny because like, what you mean? Everybody knows about it. Yeah, but just give it a couple generations, people don't care. And then people be like, oh, I didn't know that happened. Like, yeah. I mean, something like 9/11, hopefully it probably won't get like that. But will I be surprised if it does? No. If they be like, oh yeah, think about it. It's like me telling you history of like, oh, did you know like in 715 a pirate well, not a pirate because whatever, but it is an attack in America, so that's why I think it won't be like fucking forgotten. Shit, they want us to forget it. They want us to not forget about 9/11, but they want us to forget about slavery. Huh? You see how they work? Look at me getting to my bag. Nah, but that's the thing. That's the little inconvenience about America, though. But Nicki Minaj is going ham, and I'm like, I mean, at the end of the day, I know she's getting like a lot of percentages on her music, because when you have somebody that's speaking out like that, you're like, whew. Because me saying it here in this fucking little podcast, it's not nothing. It's nothing. This is like a therapy to me. You know what I'm saying? For her to have that voice and have those followings, and then for the other people in the media to say that to her, oh, that's very irresponsible. 22 million followers. And then the girl who called her out, the media, they use a black chick. Like, I saw this podcast. They were like, God damn, you know, the white man definitely knows when to use the black woman to bark like a German shepherd. Wow, wow, when you fucking up, and when it's black people fucking up, because they were doing the stuff. They will look a little too racist, so they send their own. And then you always see that shit, even to ruin a group, you know, that's setting up together and shit like that. They always send somebody that is just like you, that you would have never seen it coming. And she goes, I have 2 million, you have 222. That's very irresponsible. And I believe that I used to listen to your music. And I was like, woof, that's a lie. But anyways, and she goes, I used to listen to your music, but now I think me and a lot of people will not. Oh, some shit like that. And it's like, you see how she's using her with like it's like she's pitching it to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just really going at somebody for what they said. You know, I bet you none of them will get there and sit there and be like, and call out Lil Nas X. They won't do that. They can't do that. But when you get out of line for vaccines, it's like, woof, nigga, what you doing? You're dangerous. They use words like that. You're dangerous. So that's why when these motherfuckers come over here and be like, those people who are not taking the vaccines, they're like a problem, and then that problem gonna be like, well, we can't get back to normal because of them. Then we're gonna look like domestic terrorists, and then they're gonna use that word, and then they're gonna be like, we're gonna need to focus on them, and then just like that, your mind will be like, okay, that's what the media says about them, so that's what's going on. I'm surprised that there's people fighting in New York of the you know, like the mask mandates and all that shit. But it's just like, it's natural. Like, it's something that's like, okay, hold up, I'm not gonna keep going. Imagine the people that seen it from before, that they got frustrated saying like, yo, hold up, let's not agree to this, and they just like, no. So you get lined up easier. I think Nicki Minaj, she wasn't heroic or that. She had to shut her ass up. And then she probably got to a point that she, you know, she just had a kid, and she probably, you know, she's like, yo, hold up. You know, back in the days, you could have called me, yo, una vacuna aquí, you know, take this over here, take this over there, and you will fall for it. But now it's like, hold up, because, you know, the science is looking flimsy. It's very contradictive, and then the people who are pushing something, they don't want to talk about the contradictive parts unless they're making us look like like conspiracy theories. And then when they use that word, it makes them look extra shady, because it's like, yo, America is the home of conspiracy theorists. Didn't they blast a president in front of y'all? Didn't they show that at the end of the day, you know, we're so vulnerable here, which is a lie? We have top-notch security in this fucking country for people to hijack a plane. And maybe it happened like that. Maybe it's doubtful. You feel me? But maybe. So at the end of the day, you just know you can't fully just jump out of the window for everything. And then the stupid thing about it is that Nicki Minaj wasn't even like, yo, don't take that shit, nigga, don't take. No, she just was like, yo, well, you know, maybe I gotta look into it. And they were like, oh. And she was going ham at them. She was talking right back at them. And it's shit that is like, look how sad that is, because you would expect that you would expect these rappers that be like, yo, I'm a gangster, nigga, blow your head off, nigga. You would expect these niggas to be like, I ain't telling no white man, you know what I'm saying? Because Black Lives Matter, you know, and we all kings and gods, right? Like they would say. And when it comes to this, they all diving in the pool. And there's pee in there, there's vomit in there. They diving in. It's like, yo, hold up. Ain't y'all clean? Like, are you kidding me? And that's when you know. And now but then instead of them having, you have egg in your face. And you're like, oh shit, no, y'all looking crazy. Nope. You know what I'm saying? And then Nicki was like 80%. She said something like 80% of the rappers that y'all like agree with me or something like that. And it sounds the same shit like what Kanye was saying with the Trump shit. A lot of rap, and he did that song with T.I. that never really was on the album, which was that to me that song of the year because of the tension that was going on in politics back in the days. You know, when a lot of y'all was on some shit like, yo, whoa, you like Trump? Fuck you type of bullshit. Yeah, those days. Now you see the comments and there's like, not gonna lie, Trump was funny. Yeah, fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here. You know why I say fuck out of here? Because, okay, let's say, and I say this probably all the time, but let's say the elections it are fake. Yeah, okay, let's say yeah, they are. But the fact that we got like, it's basically trolling, because it's not like they were keeping it a secret. I understand they were trying to keep it a secret, but what you see the bullshit and there's history there, so you can keep track of whoever's running. You see this one dude speaking about the people who we be like, oh, the Illuminati. Yeah, when that all came out, people were believing in that. When this came out and Trump came out, and they made y'all hate him, when y'all could have easily go and see the speeches and put everything in context. But no, we got fooled. Not me, but I'm in it. Because at the end of the day, if I would have went the other way around, I would have lost and I would have got hit. Just like we all are getting hit now. This shit would have not been closed under Trump. Well, who knows? It probably was. It probably would have been, but it would have been not taken to this extreme, and we all know it. When Trump released his own version of the vaccine, as soon as that shit, right around the time it happened, by 6 months, everybody would have been back to normal. And look where we at. You know, like, people lost good jobs. Not good, you know. Not good job like you was fucking raking money. But damn, to lose a job and then start all over. Hey, that's life. I understand. But just imagine when they tell us that we can't even question China. Then it's like I get a little mad because now you're fucking with my money. And somebody's doing something sloppy. You feel me? And the president at the time wanted to accuse them, like, hold up, it came from over there, and our own media was suppressing him, saying look how racist he is, xenophobic and all that shit. We keeping receipts, so it's not like I'm wrong, making us look crazy. Now do we look crazy? They were saying that about Trump, and there's a lot of rumors about Biden's son and his connection with China, which is still probably on the way. Don't act like I ain't say it now, and I said it before, because there's like laptops of this dude. This dude was a base head, like he was just fucking up left and right. And I don't know what's taking so long with those laptops. So all this shit could be fake, but who knows? But when I'm letting y'all know now. So when it comes out, don't act surprised. It's just non-stop sloppy work happening. And we're too lazy to really do our research, and then boom, we have this president. And it's like not crying wolf. It's like not the same terminology, but it's just like we get what we deserve. You reap what you sow. It just so happened that Nicki Minaj, she was like, fuck it, the final straw. Final straw for everybody. And that's a good thing. And these are the times that, regardless, even though I want y'all to say I apologize because I thought you was fucking crazy when you was eventually right, because you was fucking way far ahead of the curve on shit that was gonna happen with geopolitics, which became the talk of the town, the talk of the country, the talk of the world eventually. So it's not that it wasn't important, nigga. People lost their homes. People, divorces, all that shit because of the pandemic. It was like a major glitch. And with a little research, you can see a lot of a good compelling evidence. Not evidence, argument. Let's just say that. I'm trying to just deem it down to the worst, just to get it to the head. That talks about climate change in a way that's like, okay, this is a possible way to just put another slap tax on the state, or the country, by having every country agree. And a lot of countries getting away with bullshit, and it's all like a little mafia behind that. And when Trump talks about it, people get offended, and they throw you a little girl that talks about climate change, and all she has to say is, "How dare you?" Make it a viral clip, put it on the magazines, and we fall for it. Y'all fell for it because I know y'all. I can say that now. Y'all fell for it because I saw people post it. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. How about when y'all fell for that famous ass picture? I'm gonna have to post about that shit, by the way. When they show like Trump look like it basically saying like, "Go home, Mexico." It looked like he was saying some shit like that to the little girl, like holding, like, I'm pretty sure she probably like holding a teddy bear. Anything to just pull your strings. And people just fell for that photo, posted it like it was an album cover, nigga. Like it was Michael Jackson, Thriller. And they didn't know, and a lot of them knew, but it was just my team gotta win type of shit. So some didn't know that picture was just totally fabricated, just so it can make the Time magazine cover. So they changed the background, and they had Trump, which he was somewhere totally different. I guess during like a meeting or something, they caught his body, his that one image that had no context, put it in with the little girl who was crying at the border, the other side of the world at a different time, and they just made it look at Trump going like that. Images move people. A lot of people be acting like, "Oh, I'm smart," but they get what's that word? What's that word? Corrupted, I guess, by sensationalism. And everything that you watch are speaking bad about him. It fucks with your head, and they be like, "Okay, whoa," But when they don't feed you both sides, that's when you be like, "Oh, okay." And that's like a fight or flight moment where you're like, either I'm gonna be humble and be like, "Damn, I didn't know that." Which right now we have the phones, we can do that. But for the sake of doing that, to make it look like I want to be better than it's just like, I heard this. That's it. It's as simple as that. And speaking about how sloppy shit is, hold up. There's a fucking general right now that is in a heap of trouble. Treason. I used to hear the word treason, and you could tell if I would have read treason in the social studies book or yada yada, whatever, one of those books, history books back in the days in my school, I would have not gave a fuck about it. But looking in now as an adult, you're like, damn, that is crazy. If you get caught being a traitor in the country for another country, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know that that's like punishable by death. And they trying to change it and yada yada yada. And word is from the Q people. So this is how Q was thinking about a couple years ago when they were mentioning shit like this. There will be this here and there where politicians, especially Democrats, will vote out the like non-lynching. And they will like abolish. The idea wasn't really for like local shit that happens here. Obviously, if you do that shit, it's wrong. But according to the Q people, and I don't remember, so I'm probably explaining it wrong. But their thing was like, they're trying to get that abolished, the Democrats, because when the treason shit comes out and the sealed indictments, which that sealed indictment, they spoke about it so many times, and I ain't see shit. So it's their bullshit is looking kind of funny, but you never know. These people are so sloppy that you never know, and it might be true that these motherfuckers are all about to get arrested or some shit like that. But anyways, back to the General Milley or something like that. So I guess something came up and he got caught like tipping off China when he was, I guess, the general during Trump. And his role was to be on some shit like, yo, nah, Trump, don't worry, Trump ain't gonna use no military action on y'all. Like, I'll be the first to tell y'all. And you know, if you do that shit, it's curtains for you, nigga. I will never forget one of the cute shit was when the first domino will be like an eye opener for everybody. And you know, nothing happened. If nothing happens, then whatever. But if he does get caught, that's treason, and you're a general. So, like, maybe in this soft era, they would just be like, 100 years in jail, and you're already like 60, 70. So that basically means death. But that shit right there is for them to line you up, like on your knees, and just shoot you out. That's why, like, treason, they say is punishable by death. So I don't know. I don't know if it's depending on the state, but you know. And then there's rumors thinking that Biden be like calling China on some funny shit, not some regular shit. Because remember, Trump, he would do all his shit, but all his phone calls will be recorded, so people could take. So they, you know, because he knew that the media was funny style. So each like phone call, they will have somebody that transcribe it, record it, and then also you would have it transcribed. So when people would talk shit about, yo, you heard what he said to China or Russia, because the whole big deal was about Russia, Trump will be like, yo, we have the full transcript. And that's when you like, okay, this is the part where obviously CNN is not going to tell you about that part. That, you know, the full transcript it puts shit into context. But, you know, for the sake of sensationalizing shit, they would just go off a crazy headline. And then once you be like, no, but that's a lie, you're like, what you mean that's a lie? You know, that's what causes the arguments. But treason's on the way, and who knows if that general whatever is gonna be snitching out Biden? Who knows? I feel like, because the reason is like, listen, at the end of the day, this could all be. I treat this all shit like a TV show drama. The best one though, the best one. Especially if you follow all these geopolitics bullshit since like 2015, 13, and shit like that. Fuck Ringling Brothers. This is the greatest show on earth. For real. So something feels like it's gonna happen, because now you see people all of a sudden say like, oh, you know, it starts with the, you know, Trump was funny. And that's why, like, I can't get too mad at people like, oh, now you wanna, and I want my apology, you know, like, I be talking shit. But it's like, damn, yeah, like, hey, damn, yeah, damn, man, like, I was telling y'all niggas, there's a fire. Jesus Lord, there was a fire. I told y'all. But you do see like a tide, the change in the tide, and it's for Trump. So as soon as something comes up about these people, that nigga's gonna be going to jail, some bullshit, it's gonna be easier for people to process. And that was something that it was said before, when I was like, yo, how come everything just don't drop right now? Boom, boom. They got if all this evidence Dika is out, you know. And then one of the things was like, yo, if you can't roll it out all the way like that to people. Like some people, and it makes so much sense, especially how the way people voted, where it was to the point that people voted and they definitely saw posts of clear, non-tampered with evidence of video clips of somebody talking crazy when it came to racism, but nobody had enough energy for that. They just had all the energy for Trump. That's why politics is very tricky, man. And they fucking up so much that I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking like, oh shit, do I have to fucking save water for some catastrophe if it happens? If they knock out our internet and shit because we want to now be finding out too much information? You never know. But I definitely see that like since 2017, where when you follow it back that time, when you follow the conservative, even now some of them, you follow conservative channels, and they will be like My Patriot meals, and these fucking meals that they fucking cover you for like 30 days, 15 days, and it costs like 200 or 75. I forgot what it was, but you know, quick meal prep shit, you know, because you never know and type of shit. And I'm over here like, yo, If these people invested in this shit to make this a company or that shit, these people probably have like a fucking a heads up or some shit. Because I'm pretty sure people are buying it. But man, remember all those talks of martial law, and we're on martial law right now? That's my point, man. That's why I say I thought y'all saw The Matrix. That's like a play along, but it means it covers a lot of shit. Like, I thought y'all saw The Matrix. Because wasn't we talking about, oh, yo, look at all these cargoes. Yo, what's up with them Walmart? They closing down. They putting mad gates around them. Maybe that's for where we going, nigga. You ain't thought about that? We was thinking about that all before 2016. Then something spiked out of nowhere and got all of our attention in a bad way and sometimes in a good way. And all we couldn't stop about the news media, they couldn't stop talking about Trump. That's how it started, don't y'all remember? And the start of all these fucking agendas, we have to wake up. BLM and all that shit. Listen, at the end of the day, I understand that we might not fuck with white people like that, and I understand that white people might not fuck with Hispanics and blacks like that. But damn, when it comes to something like this is when we need to come together. And then when we go, whew, that was close. Then we can be like, listen, white people, and then white people be like, listen, y'all black people, and then yeah, they could be like, yo, y'all Hispanic people, and then we be like, yo, y'all white people. You know that we can get back to that. But let's not fucking let this country go. Then we're gonna end up like a fucking country that we see on TV, which none of us fucking are used to. So we're gonna fucking break as soon as we get to those moments. We see a lot of movies, but it can get real here. And I remember I always say this, but one of the moments that it kind of checked me, I'm gonna say two. One was the video game Call of Duty, and it was the D-Day, the way that you had to just go in and barge in on that shore, and these people had mounted guns, and I was like, God damn, that's how they were doing it back in the days. I died like 75 fucking times. There's no continues in real life. That was one of them. And the other one was obviously that game also, but it was a new version. And it was one of those missions that it was like war happened here in America. And they send you out and you're out there in this first person view. So you see everything like that, like if you're running for yourself. And you see like driveways, bicycles on the driveways, like the typical American neighborhood, suburban neighborhood too. And it kind of gave you a shock, like, damn, this is how we would look. Because we used to see like mountains, niggas in terrains in movies, like in Afghanistan and shit. Or in the jungle and shit, like Rambo. But now, how about when it's here and you know, everything that we used to look at, like, you know, the White House or, you know, 42nd Street, that shit like a ghost town. Or, you know, hey, it can get crazy like that. So, you know, do we have to get to a point that we have to get prepared? I always believe like, damn, ain't that where like the Masons come out and save America? And then y'all make like a bunch of patriotic songs after. Shit, I'm down with that. Our parents came from, you know, DR and shit like that in different places to come to America and, you know, take a risk and shit. Not for some bullshit like this. God damn. And then it's like, of course, the agendas that started. Now look at this fucking Russell Westbrook. Everything causes an uproar because we seen America change. We wasn't admitting that we love the American values, but now we showing it because like the American values was something out of Christianity, which, you know, Christianity, Roman, you know, I don't fuck with that. I just fuck with the Bible by itself. But, you know, at least there was like a standard in a way, a moral code. And America done fucked up because listen, I be thinking also like if China comes over here and be like, yo, just denounce America and claim China, and we give y'all and as soon as we win this war, y'all start with a $50,000 salary. They will fucking rampage all of us with that fucking great ass deal. America is so greedy. It's so greedy. So God forbid some shit like that happen. That China just became a superpower and that's it. And the best way to take over Egypt when I guess when Alexander went in and they just fucking was like, fuck it, go ahead, come and take this shit, because the Syrians, I think it was the Syrians, they were wilding over here. Alexander came through Egypt and they just bowed down. They were like, they made him a pharaoh, and he was a white dude. That's history for you. So if China comes and they know that we got guns, and you know Democrats always try to take our guns, now you know why. But for those who have guns, it's gonna be like a sloppy battle. It's gonna be like another fucking, you know, what was it? Not Cambodia, but what was it? The war in Vietnam. You know what I'm saying? Where there's just too many people here with guns. It's not worth it. Hand-to-hand war where we see soldiers here, no. And they're not gonna just bomb this shit. What's the point of that? They need to make money. All they gotta do is just tell the people here, like, yo, just announce that you're not American anymore, that you pledge your allegiance to China, and you start. How about they just be like, yo, you start with 100K, nigga? We will all sell our asses because they made us greedy. They made us this part of America, the nasty part of America. When America is about, yo, lend your neighbor some fucking sugar, nigga, because we all made it. We all got it rough in here. You know what I'm saying? It's the American spirit. See? That's all you need, fucking Republicans. Not some fucking white dude talking about, you know what I'm saying, and backhanded racism. Nah, just have somebody that tells this, that says this. You know? Like, it's gotten to a point that it's like, okay, you stupid if you fight with your own, and all that bullshit going on in Chicago. Like, I was thinking recently, like, yo, wouldn't it just be great if, like, listen, I know you motherfuckers like to shoot a lot. Why don't you join? Listen, y'all want a better life, right? All y'all want to do is rap about that. Well, listen, how about if you serve the fucking country, you won't be in trouble, and we put you in an elite squadron shit, teach y'all some motherfucking manners and some motherfucking discipline. These people are so dumb and so greedy that they're letting people who have the heart to shoot because they feel like they're in danger. Just take those people with that great heart, mold them, put them in the program. They're defending their fucking life at the end of the day. Not a lot. Now, a lot of them just want to be a gangster and shit, and they got good parents and money, but not a lot. So they should take that shit. But no, they just want to release numbers. Look how many people they kill in Chicago. And I know that there's a Democratic person running that town, so y'all can't do nothing. But let's be honest, y'all can't lead. Y'all can do something. Because I'm pretty sure y'all won't let Pablo Escobar run Chicago, right? Because like, oh my God, no. Yeah, y'all find something in the fucking books. So y'all just doing that for political reasons, just to be like, okay, you see, that's why we need to take out the Democrat and put him Republican, which is true. I get it. But not at the expense of American kids dying. Them niggas is 15 years old. They all their names, Lil Tom, Lil Tim, Lil Boom, and it's like desensitizing us to like deaths in Chicago. Stupid shit. I visited Chicago, by the way. I was too young to remember it, but you know what I'm saying? So it's sloppy work going on. I bet you that chick didn't say to Russ, the same chick who went to Tricky Minaj. I would say Tricky Minaj. To Nicki Minaj. I bet she ain't say, hey, Russell Westbrook, you have how many followers? Let's say what, 20 followers? 20 million followers? You have 20 million followers, Russell Westbrook. Why are you wearing that fucking dress and that skirt? Oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. You know you can't say that. That's why the agendas are winning. We need to wake up, people. By the way, I'm watching this clip right here. You seen the the Ja Rule Fat Joe shit? I don't know where I left off on that, and I was like, I think Ja Rule won. once he called him out, I'm like, nigga, you want to change? We doing the battle, nigga. And I was like, yeah, why you want to change, Fat Joe? Like, what the fuck? Just to get clowned. They put a fucking Piggy from Space Jam. They put the clip of Pig and Fat Joe. I'm like, oh, you see, my nigga, you want to change and shit? Nah, nigga, just come with the tracks. I did see the part though of when he was like, when like Lil Mo and Rita came to, you know what I'm saying, after Fat Joe wanted to bring his people, and then he called them like nappy bitches. I'm like, whoa! And then it just gave me a flash. And I'm like, nah, he couldn't have said that because no, you know, Fat Joe, he seems mature outside of this bullshit right here. So, and he did. He apologized 20,000 times and shit, but. My bad, I had a burp. You see Little Mo trying to drag it out a little bit so she can get some clout. She being on TMZ and shit. You know, hey, any little bullshit can bring up percentages in your streams. That's how sad we got him. But hey, if I was Jabu, I would have been pissed when he brought them fucking Birkin bags to fucking to Ashanti and somebody else. I forgot who was his other person. Remy Martin. See, Remy Martin, she has papoose. So Remy Martin didn't got geek. Ashanti, my nigga, del diablo. If I was Jabu, I'd be like, bitch. Yo, she was like, oh my God, thank you, Joey. I love you, Joey. Oh my God, Joey. I would have been like, what's love? Remember that shit? Cause goddamn, yo, you fucking making me look like I'm losing right now. This nigga just bought you a bag. I enabled you to get that bag in the first place through me. Let's keep it real. Like, you can tell you can't say that shit, but it's just like that pre-context shit. Remy Martin, if Remy Martin would have acted like that, I knew Papoose would have been like, yo, bitch, what the fuck? He would have did a fucking crazy verse. This knuckle right here saying what happened to that night when you know he'll fucking make it look some way somehow make it sense in a fucking rhyme. Nah, I'm just playing because he's mad lyrical, but like, you know, he would have found a problem with it and damn, I just said her name. What's her fucking name? Nah, are you kidding me? Not Ashanti. This fucking chick. Oh my God. Remy Martin. Dang, what the fuck? Remy Martin probably would have been like, okay, let me not get geeked out. Let me say thanks and shit. Unless she has a bunch of it. But you know, women, for Ashanti out of all of them to get geeked out so much like that, when she started her career with Ja Rule instead of Fat Joe, she just did What's Love. I understand it was a dope hit. I know. But shit, man. I would not got geeked out about it. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh shit, good looks. And yes, because you know he's doing it to get some extra points, nigga. Like, come on now. Ja Rule was like, all right. He was like, all right, yo. Ja Rule has his hits too, you know, but Fat Joe want to use all the fucking big pun shit. Just like the way, like, he said, I gave the family the name, the Big Pun name back. Yeah, nigga, after you made all that money in the beginning. You know how hip hop is. They want to damp down the old niggas and keep feeding you just only new niggas. So the focus could be on them. So of course, when you give them the name now, well, you know, who knows? It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? But back on the Russell Westbrook shit, like, you could tell it's all a fucking job. It's a hit job, you know, because it's like, yo, you know, kids are impressionable. Like, imagine the white, I know I said this before, but imagine the white kids with Jordan posters and these people, their fathers were probably like ex-Klan members. Like, what the hell are you doing with this black person all over the walls? That was Michael Jordan's influence. So to have Michael Jordan in a dress, you be like, nigga, I'm gonna wear a dress, nigga. Nigga, Cameron made people wear pink, including me. So what the fuck? That's why I see shit like that. I'm like, whoa, you can't tell me, like, that y'all, by talking about it, yeah, y'all gonna disguise it as talking about it, but it's influencing. It's influencing. Then when they get a little bit older, they could discern right from wrong. And then when you tell them little by little shit, or they find out little by little shit, then they could check the temperature and be like, okay, whoa, okay, you know what I'm saying? But if you just giving it to them like that, like, that's crazy. Like, I can't even complain about that, because we got to the point that they put trannies in kindergarten for story time reading, and you can see that shit on YouTube, unless they took that shit down. And parents were okay. Parents were okay with it. It's bad enough that we gotta keep checking our teachers, because we don't know if our teachers believe all that bullshit from TV. You feel me? That ideology shit. Shit, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't blame parents just be on some homeschooling shit. But for all that, we need money. Imagine we were comfortable enough that we could just have that decision. You know what I'm saying? It's shit to think about, because all this time we thought about like just going to work, our kid in school, and we don't even think about what they're learning. Our parents came from another country and just trusted America. That's why, like, the older they are, they're like taking that fucking vaccine religiously, and they looking at us crazy. You know how many old women looking at me without the mask, and I'm walking by them, and they just keep staring like, what the fuck? It's crazy. And that's just level 1 to me. All this is level 1. What if we really see people fucking falling on the floor every corner, like they did in the beginning of the COVID videos? People in China, they were falling in the corner, they were falling down the street. We would have been panicking. Then we really would have been like pointing at all of us or at each other and shit. Like, you really hear stories about old guys being like, I haven't seen a lot of people in a while because, I was the COVID thing. I was in the house and I had no contact. Nigga, when COVID hit, I was hitting the park, and I'm not gonna say the park was empty. There was people in the park. Because it's that human feeling. At the same time, I was younger too, but even if I wasn't, it's like, damn, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, now they're saying that there's fentanyl in weed. Joe Budden said that in one of the recent podcasts, but it's like, god damn, weed too? Shit. Just imagine, watch out, there might be fentanyl in Heineken bottles. Es el colmo, yeah? And it showed like a penny, and it showed like how much of the dust that if you just touch, you will fucking die or some shit like that. And they showed that video clip of that cop that touched it by mistake. He didn't know, and he was just like fucking hyperventilating in the floor or some shit like that. I'm using the wrong term for sure, but it was like close to death type of shit. He got alive, whatever. Who knows what we see on the news? So, but that's what we saw, and it's like, god damn, like, it's basically the new anthrax, because that's how the same scare was. Especially when the White House opened the envelope and shit. You never know all these stories. If these news media is capping that much, we can't trust it at all. I'm gonna say at all, because they lied way more than we could be like, okay, they fucked up. When you be like, okay, maybe they fucked up. But it'll just blatant lies, and you just can't trust them. And when it's that bad, it makes you go deeper, because it makes you think, okay, so what about those, when you make kids buy books and shit in college? But let's go before that. What happened to those books and all those things that they say there? Like, is even that shit valid? Just to push an agenda? Because at the end of the day, yeah, I love America and all that, but I know that there's that American agenda, that the white people that came from Europe and they want to just start brand new here. We have our culture from DR. We bring that shit up in here. And then y'all love it because y'all love the food, yada yada. Y'all love the heights, and y'all want to fucking kick us out, and y'all want to move in here. But that's another story. You know what I'm saying? So some people could just get on that, oh, America are just proud and this and that. No, but we all have a nasty ass past. America has a nasty ass past. You know what I'm saying? So that whole America agenda needs to be there, hovering above, because the people that don't know about it, they just be like, yeah, America got his bullshit too. Shit, just like fucking Thanksgiving. That whole little bullshit. Now I'm like, why would they lie about that? Like, why would y'all didn't just tell the truth so we could be like, damn, even they fucked up there. Let's do good. No, they were putting makeup all over that fucking historical fact. And then when we find out, it's a little sour now because we thought it was all good in the hood and we were at a young age. And then we bring photos home of, look, I put my hand, I traced it, and that's a turkey. That's probably indoctrination to the parents too. You never know. Listen, America, the way so smart America is, I don't put it past them for all the little traps that they set up and we fall for. But let's not make it too sour. Anyways, episode 17, Pirate Radio. Whatever I didn't touch up now, I'll touch up next episode and maybe not. But anyways, peace.